Hello everyone, my name is Micah Palmer and I am going to demonstrate to you guys how to create a origami crane. I first learned how to do this in 6th grade and I don't know why I haven't forgotten, but it's just something that I've kept in my brain. So the origami actually is a Japanese legend that apparently if you create 1,000 in your lifetime, you're granted a wish from the gods. You guys could try that out, but I'm not going to do that. So things you will need for this is a piece of paper and scissors, and that's it. And so how you start off for step one is you make the piece of paper into a square, which I did before the presentation. And so the next step is you're going to fold the piece of paper into a large right triangle like this. And you're going to take the next step is to take the two acute corners and put them to each other and make another smaller right triangle. And so what this does is it establishes the first steps in making of the crane. And make sure all your lines are flush and creased well, because as you go on throughout the folding process, it'll become more difficult to get good folds. And so you have these two flaps here. This is the third step. And so you want to take one flap, you want to put one hand on the inside and flatten it into a square, like so, and fold it flat. Then you're going to flip it to the other side and do the same process. And make sure you always get all the way to the corner on the inside, because sometimes you don't get the full fold, and that'll affect the quality of the bird at the end. And so you have another square. We're going to turn it over and it's going to be a diamond. And so you have this open end. And so with this open end down, you want to take these bottom edges and you're going to fold them and have them flush with the center of the piece of paper. So this is where the wings and neck of the bird start to begin to form. So you have the two bottom pieces came in and folded on the center line. You're going to flip and do it on the other side. So now you have a piece of paper that looks like a kite. Looks like I could be done with the kite, but I'm not. And so now you have to take this triangle at the top, you have to fold it down and make a crease. And the reason for this is so that it's for the next step, it can have a good place for the paper to fold up and crease. So now that you have that line across, you can now open it up, these two flaps, and make sure it's the bottom end that opens up. You want to open it up, like say, and make sure it pivots at that crease line I made in the last step. We're going to open it up and flatten it. Nope, I ripped it. Don't do that. So you flatten it, and then do it on the other side. So now, kind of looks bad, you have another diamond. And so now this diamond, this next step is going to be the formation of the true thickness and width of the neck and wings. So now with these bottom pieces that don't connect, you want these pieces to come full on the center line. Just like step 4. For the flip, do the same thing. And now you have a smaller shape, rhombus. Now you want to take these ends on this step, open it up, put your index finger in, and take your middle finger and your thumb, and pivot the piece of paper up, and squeeze it. Then you're going to flip it and do it on the same side. And what this does is it creates the neck and the tail. And so you can choose whatever side you want for the neck or the tail, and I choose this side for the tail, so we'll do a third of the way down, and fold that part down, and now you have the head. Now it kind of looks like a bird, but a bird can't fly without its wings. And so now, this is the last step, is you fold down these wings on the natural crease, and make sure they're flush. And now you have a paper crane. And this is something that you can do when you're bored, or a quick gift to a friend, or just to pass time. That's how you make a paper crane.